What does understanding statistics have in common with the existence of Tajikistan? Probably no one's ever strung those words together in the same sentence. What am I even talking about here? Statistics, the existence of Tajikistan. Weirdly enough, all of these words share a common linguistic ancestor. Curious? Let's dive into the unexpected origin of these words together. With me, your host, Armin. To unravel this mystery, we need to travel back thousands of years ago, to a time before writing, to a language called Proto-Indo-European, or PI for short. This language isn't attested in any written records. It is believed to have existed long before writing, but linguists have managed to reconstruct a lot of its vocabulary by comparing words in modern and ancient languages. One root in particular, ste, meaning to stand or to be upright, has given rise to thousands of words in dozens of different languages. And that, of course, includes the seemingly random words we're trying to connect today. Before we start, the asterisk before the ste means it's reconstructed, so it's not attested in any written records. It's basically linguists' best guess. The little 2 you see next to the H represents a laryngeal sound, a sort of guttural, throaty kind of sound. We don't know exactly how it was pronounced, but one candidate is the voiceless velar fricative, which is represented by X or CH in some languages. The number 8 in German is acht. Think of it like a heavier H, almost a K, kind of like the Scottish pronunciation of the Loch in the Loch Ness Monster. So, without further ado, let's explore how this one root, ste, connects understand, statistics, existence, and yes, Tajikistan. First, we have understand. It comes from the Middle English understanden. It literally means to stand under something. So, when you understand something, you stand between it or in the middle of it. It's a nice metaphor. Interestingly, similar constructions in Dutch and German would be onderstaan, and in German, unterstehen. They don't mean understanding. They evolved to mean different things like to endure or to be subordinate. To understand in German and Dutch would be verstaan and verstehen. If English evolved on the same lines, we would now have the verb verstand instead of understand. Incidentally, verstand is an actual Middle English word meaning to defend or to protect. Literally, you stand for or in front of something to defend it. So, the key component here, stand, is a direct descendant of the Proto-Indo-European root ste, which has given rise to so many different words. Outstanding. Next, we have statistics. It was coined in the 18th century, originally in German, as Statistik, which is in turn derived from modern Latin status, meaning a position or condition, which can be traced back to our prolific PI root stef. Think about it. Statistics is the science of describing the state or condition of things, especially populations. From related roots we have state, stable, statue, station, stay, the list goes on. These words are all about positions, places, rankings, and permanence. They all trace back to the same Proto-Indo-European root stef, meaning to stand. In Germanic language family, we have a lot of examples too. For example, city in German is Stadt. It's quite similar to other Germanic languages, such as Swedish, Dutch, and the rest. While it has a slightly different meaning in English, the etymological cognate of the German Stadt would be Stadt in English. It has survived in multiple words like homestead, farmstead, steadfast, or even instead, in plus stead. Literally, in place of something else, instead. Moving on to existence. This one comes from the Latin existere. The prefix ex means out of or from, and sistere means to stand or place. Altogether, it becomes to stand out of or to emerge. So, to exist is etymologically to emerge, to stand forth into being. This idea is echoed in many other Indo-European languages. For example, if you want to say the moon exists in Dutch, you'd say de maan bestaat. In Spanish, to say you exist, you'd say tu existes. In Italian, tu esisti. The Ukrainian stoto means to become. Histami. in ancient Greek means to stand. That's the ultimate root of ecstasy, by the way. The ek part, like ex in Latin, means out of something. So ecstasy literally means to stand outside oneself. I think it's kind of deep philosophically if you think about it. In all these languages, and many other Indo-European languages, existence is tied into the ancient concept of standing or emerging into space. Finally, Tajikistan. Just to be clear, I'm by no means denying the existence of this country. It is a very real and, by all accounts, a very beautiful country that I wish to visit someday. But yeah, the word itself, Tajikistan. There are many countries in the world ending with this suffix, istan. It comes ultimately from the Persian, meaning place or land. And of course, it can be traced back to our Proto-Indo-European root, stef. You've probably noticed that this suffix is often used creatively or humorously in English as well. For example, in words like Nerdistan or Absurdistan. So, what's the big picture here? The Proto-Indo-European root stef, meaning to stand, has given rise to a vast array of words across many Indo-European languages. Here we just delve into 4 random ones: understand, statistics, existence, and Tajikistan. The same thing could have been done on thousands of other words in other Indo-European languages as well. I hope you've enjoyed this word journey with me. This is something I do in my spare time. I'm not a professional linguist, just a curious person who finds this stuff endlessly fascinating. I also use etymology and cognates to help me learn languages. I've done a series on how I use etymology to learn Dutch if you're interested. Thanks for watching, and may you always stand firm in the state of steady existential understanding wherever your homestead or station may be, even if it's in Tajikistan.